Well, got up early this morning before sun up, getting stuff done, but that was way more stressful than it should have been. So if you're new to the channel, my name's Stuart Chignall. Today I'm moving some bees. Got too many here at the house block. Bunch of bees here that are doing really well. So I'm moving them out to a piece of land that a farmer said I can put some bees on. And that's the job for today. Getting the new apiary set up. So with the bees loaded, I headed off to the farm. And first thing I needed though was some material to build the hive stand out of. So I went to the flitch pile, which is, you know, got all the pile of waste wood from my sawmill. And you know, grab some lengths of wood that I can use to make the hive stand.
Look at those ants. Yes.
Somewhere around here is where I'm going to be setting up the apiary. So I got the choice amongst these trees here, which will provide a little bit of shade, although it's pretty early in the morning, so when the sun's up, it won't be anywhere near as much shade as there is now. Or alternatively, I've got these trees over here. The thing is, if I have them here, there might be a bit of competition with the sheep. This is much deeper shade, so I can imagine this gets pretty crowded with the sheep. Considering it's early morning, and on these side of the trees, that's all in shade. So I really don't want to be over there because I want them to get the morning sun. So on this side of the trees is probably a good idea. Here, because then they'll get shade in the evening or the afternoon. Shade from the western sun. Because that's east over there. Oh, another really good reason for having the hives here is that's a great backdrop for photos. That'll be awesome. Yeah. Not that that's a primary concern, of course. So from the scrap pile, I've grabbed 2 lots of wood. This is pine, which is not a rot resistant timber. So I'm gonna have to, if I'm using that, I'm gonna have to put it up on bricks and have issues with termites and stuff. So I'm probably not gonna use that for most of this work. This is red ironbark. That is a seriously rot resistant timber, also termite resistant. So that's my primary choice of wood. But it's incredibly dense, it's incredibly hard. I'm not sure how my handsaw is gonna handle it. I'm not sure how my drill and the screws are going to handle it. So I really hope I brought the drill bits with me. Because without pre-drilling every hole, there is no way the tech screws are going to go through that stuff. Yeah, so it's really hard. To put this in perspective, especially for overseas viewers, the scale of measuring hardness is the Yankee scale, the Yankee hardness scale. Now pine is about 3.5 kilonewtons on the Yankee hardness scale. Oak, I think, is 6.5, 7. And that's of course why oak is so much harder than pine. However, this stuff is 13. Yeah, twice as hard as oak. So if you guys in America or Europe think you've got hardwoods, you ain't seen nothing until you work with some of these super dense Australian woods. And sorry, that's not the super dense Australian woods. That's just the ordinary dense Australian woods. The super dense Australian woods get up to 18 Yankee hardness, and they're just phenomenal. Now I know this is normal with, you know, regular woods and regular drill bits, but when they clog up, they don't cut anymore. But this stuff is so hard that they clog up so quickly, and then they get really glassy. And like this isn't too bad. These are coming out. But sometimes you can't get them out. You got to sort of pry them out. Anyway, almost done here. Oh, you getting hot?
Yep.
Really?
Yep.
How good's that?
Good.
Cool?
Yep.
Just what?
What?
One more.
Oh.
How heavy are the bees?
Pretty heavy.
I really like that roof.
Yeah, I'm pretty pleased with it too.
How do you think the Hufty Hive is gonna go?
What?
Spirulina.
Well, I don't know. I'm hoping. I've seen a couple of bees coming in and out, so I'm hoping there's not so many of them coming in and out. I don't want to get
Stung.
Oh my lord, this is heavy. Oh. Right.
You could put a third one on there.
Yep. That's the plan. Well, that doesn't look half bad. Of course, I need to trim that piece of wood off and a few other things. And I should have changed those diagonals. I should have had one going this way and one going the other way instead of them, both going the same direction. I'd also intended that the bases would actually sit down between the two joists, and so the hives would actually be sort of sitting a bit lower and a bit more securely. I'm a little concerned that the sheep might come along and sort of bump them. If there was cattle around here, then of course it wouldn't be good enough, but I'm hoping it is going to be okay with sheep. But thing is, I'm pretty sure other than trimming that piece of wood off, the only thing I reckon that would make that look better is another hive there and several more boxes higher. But anyway, now let them go. So I'm going to start off with these girls because these they're not anywhere near as cross as the others. Yeah, whereas this one, which Moray calls Spirulina, well, they get a little cross. You can see them all in there wanting to get out. Yeah. Alright, I've got a few other things to do around here, so I think I'll come back later and open that other entrance and let open the other door to the Spirulina's box. But yeah, I'm just a bit, gun shy. Do not want to get stung. I was just walking past the monkey puzzle pine when I saw all this, and I think someone driving over the route has damaged it, and it's exuded all this resin, which I'm just going to scrape a bit off. Well, I'm not sure if you can do it with monkey puzzle pine, but with others, like cypresses and other pines, you can use the pine resin to make stuff. Well, I've been meaning to relocate those hives for ages. Just hadn't had the time, but it's finally done. Coming up in other videos, I got some videos to do on how to make these hives. That's particularly the roofs, and this gabled roof design I've been doing specifically to deal with the high temperatures that we have here. 40 plus degrees C for a week or more at a time. In Fahrenheit, that's a lot. In non-bee related stuff, the fruit season is about to kick off. The plums are already starting to drop onto the ground. The stone fruit is coming in. There's a whole bunch of trees that I'm going to be running around town finding and picking. And then we're going into the apples and then the cider and getting back to the cider press. And plus, it's been a while since I've done any woodwork just for fun, so I want to get back to that. Like, there's some stuff I want to make for kids, there's some stuff I want to make for Sarah. Yeah. So if any of that interests you, hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell. Oh, and another bee related thing is the Mark IV. Yes, the Mark IV. The Mark III, we're skipping over. The Mark IV is almost ready for testing. If it works, it is going to be awesome. A hand-powered bee vac. I'm really hoping it works. But that'll mean I can use a BVAC wherever I am. I won't be restricted to. I won't be limited by power. So not just using it in house cutouts, but I can use it in log cutouts. And I've got so many of those to do. It's not funny. And I need to get them done now so the colonies have a chance to recover before the winter. Yeah. So if that interests you, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and have fun. And I'll see you guys online.